January 2009 Roundup. Palm. Palm wowed most observers with the Palm Pre, a clever smartphone that could possibly outclass all of the competition. Combining an innovative approach to user interface design, information management and some sexy-looking hardware, the Pre caused quite a stir. At the moment the Pre is only available for the US Sprint network, but we predict that the worldwide version will be announced next month. Nokia. Nokia announced 4 brand new handsets during January, all forming part of their Classic range. The Nokia 6208 Classic was the first major announcement of the year, a touchscreen Series 40 device aimed at the Chinese market that shows that you don't have to have a smartphone to use touch. This was followed a few weeks later by 3 significant phones inspired by the best-selling Nokia 6300. The Nokia 6700 Classic adds 3.5G support, a 5-megapixel camera and GPS. The Nokia 6303 Classic is a more modest improvement but with significantly better battery life, and then the Nokia 2700 Classic takes most of the elements of the 6300 and remixes them into a very inexpensive package. Finally, the Nokia N79 Active takes the existing N79 and gives it a sporty twist. Motorola. Motorola brought 3 new handsets to the CES show in January. The Motorola MotoSurf A3100 is an iPhone-class smartphone with a touchscreen, GPS and Wi-Fi, but we could have done with seeing this in 2008 rather than 2009. The Motorola VA76R Tundra is a ruggedized 3G clamshell for AT&T in the US. Finally, the Motorola W233 Renew is an attractive low-end phone that uses recycled plastic bottles for its casing. Sony Ericsson. The Walkman range of phones became even more bloated with the announcement of the Sony Ericsson W715 and W508 handsets. The W715 is a remix of 2 existing phones, and the W508 is almost identical to another one launched last year. The Sony Ericsson C510 is an affordable cybershot phone, but is it really necessary? Yes, these all look like pretty good handsets, but they are confusingly similar to other existing Sony Ericsson handsets in many ways. Android rumors and disappointments. The Australian Kogan Agora was indefinitely delayed and a rumored G2 Android phone turned out to be the Siphone G2, running a fake version of Android, which is odd considering that it's an open-source OS. More rumors circulated around the HTC Sapphire or T-Mobile G2 suggesting that this will basically just be the G1 without a keyboard. HTC handsets tend to crop up with different names on, and this month was no exception. The T-Mobile MDA Basic is T-Mobile's version of the HTC Touch Viva. The strangely named HTC Touch Cruise 09 is identical to the O2X Guide, which was announced very late in December. Other manufacturers. Hyundai Mobile announced that it was coming to the UK, but it's not certain what phones it will be bringing. In Australia, the Telstra T165i came to market, a phone that sacrifices looks for practicality perhaps, but one that will suit many potential customers. Finally, a device called the Logic Bolt claimed to be the first phone to market with a built-in projector, but the claims may not be all they seem. What's coming in February? The Mobile World Congress runs from the 16th to the 19th of February, and this is always the busiest time of the year for new releases. We expect to see some new phones with QWERTY keyboards from Nokia, a whole bunch of new Android handsets from different manufacturers, plus significant announcements from other major players. Watch this space.